ready for this one. Today, we're not just doing a repair, we're basically becoming detectives. We're about to crack open the case of a brand new iPhone 15 Pro that met a very silent and very wet end.
So that's what we're up against. You've got this device, looks absolutely perfect on the outside, but inside, it's completely lifeless. The big questions are, what exactly happened here? And more importantly, can we bring it back?
So here's our victim, a top-of-the-line iPhone 15 Pro. And when I say it's unresponsive, I mean it. No flicker on the screen, no buzz, nothing. Our prime suspect is definitely some kind of liquid, but the real mystery is how the damage got so bad so fast.
And that is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's probably the first thing you thought of. We all see those commercials, with phones getting splashed, and we start to think they're invincible. But there's a huge, huge difference between resistant and proof. And this right here is the key. Water resistant just means the phone seals can handle a little splash, maybe a quick drop in the sink. But those seals aren't perfect. They can fare under pressure or just wear out. Waterproof, on the other hand, means it's totally sealed off. And let me be clear, no phone you can buy today is truly waterproof. This little fact is a critical piece of evidence in our case.
Okay, so to get to the bottom of this, we've got to go in. It's time to start the teardown. This is where we're going to find the real story, looking for those telltale signs of where the water got in and the chaos it left behind.
Now, getting into a modern iPhone is a super delicate process. You start with these two tiny screws at the bottom. Then, the trick is to carefully heat the edges and pry the screen open, breaking that water-resistant seal we were just talking about. Then, you lift it up gently, kind of like opening a book, to get that first peek inside. Before we dig any deeper, first things first, you gotta be super careful. We have to disconnect the power, which means getting that battery connector off. This stops any electricity from flowing, preventing any nasty short circuits while we work. Only then is it safe to start unplugging things like the display and that incredibly sensitive Face ID nodule. It's a very precise step-by-step process. And there it is, the smoking gun. As soon as we're inside, the damage is just obvious. You can see it right there, that greenish-white crust. That's corrosion, all over the connectors and the main logic board. This is exactly what happens when liquid gets past the seals. It fries the circuits and literally eats away at the electronics. Mystery solved. The culprit was water, no doubt about it. So, now that we know what we're dealing with, the mission changes completely. We're shifting from being detectives to being surgeons. This is a high-stakes rescue operation, a microscopic battle to save this phone's brain. The kind of work we're talking about here is called micro-soldering, and honestly, it's incredible. We're dealing with components so tiny, you literally can't see them without a powerful microscope. It takes an unbelievably skilled and steady hand to replace these tiny, corroded parts, one by one. And this just shows you how complex it can get. The absolute trickiest part of this whole thing is saving the original Face ID module. See, that little part is basically married to the phone's logic board. If you break it or swap it out for a new one, Face ID is gone, forever. So it has to be painstakingly scraped off the old, damaged parts and transplanted to the new ones. There is zero room for error. Yeah, you're not doing this with the screwdriver set you have in your kitchen drawer. We're talking about special, soft metal tools that won't scratch anything, tiny little screwdrivers for screws you can barely see, and even ultrasonic baths that use sound waves to blast away corrosion without harming the board. It's serious business. All right, the surgery is over. All the fried components have been replaced, the corrosion is all cleaned up, and that precious Face ID module has been successfully transplanted. It's time to put it all back together, for the moment we've all been waiting for. Every last tiny screw is back in its place. Every single connector is clicked in securely. The phone is all buttoned up. The operation is complete. And this is it, that heart-stopping moment. You can do absolutely everything right, follow every procedure perfectly, but with water damage, you just never know for sure if it's gonna come back until you hit that power button. And there it is, the Apple logo. You have no idea what a beautiful sight that is. The iPhone 15 Pro boots right up, the screen is perfect, and a quick test shows Face ID is working perfectly. It's a total success. We brought it back from the brink. So, after all that drama, what can we actually learn from this phone's near-death experience?
Well, this whole thing holds some really important lessons for all of us on how to keep this from happening to our own phones. If your phone ever takes an unexpected swim, this right here is your emergency plan. First, and this is the most important thing, turn it off immediately. And do not, under any circumstances, plug it in to charge it. That's what causes all the real damage. And please, I'm gonna say this loud and clear, do not put it in a bag of rice. It's a total myth and it actually does more harm than good. Just power it down and get it to a pro as fast as you possibly can. And that kind of brings us to our final thought for the day. After seeing how a brand new, top-of-the-line, water-resistant phone can be completely taken out by a little bit of liquid, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? In a world filled with coffee spills and sudden rainstorms, is any of our amazing technology truly safe? Something to think about.
So you had a phone disaster?
Yeah, I came in with a broken camera, totally useless. But David at Sydney CBD Repair Centre was great. Within a day, the part was...
So phone disaster?
Came in with a brick camera. David fixed it in a day. Good as new. Highly recommend.
Our daily superhero, Mr. Repairman, David, is here. Call 8011-4119 now.
My Motorola Edge 50 screen was smashed. David here ordered the part and fixed it next day in 1 hour.
Our daily superhero, Mr. Repairman, David, is here. Call 8011-4119 now.
Wang, tell us about your recent phone repair.
David was super professional. He fixed my Galaxy Z Flip 4 in an hour. I literally walked in broken and walked out perfectly fixed.
Yeah, highly recommend.
If you have mobile phones issue, you can walk in. We're open Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. 6 p.m. and Saturday, 10 a.m. 2 p.m.